Basic YouTube intros. I can actually I only have the one whiteboard. So if I get rid of it, then I no longer have that logo because I'm not good at like video editing and all that stuff. So I realized I can no longer do like my lessons on the whiteboard, which is actually kind of sad, and I'm working on it. Welcome to another episode of LoPresti Looks at Life. Mr. Nathan Finley commented on the last video, and he said, last LoPresti Looks at Life was really cool, but perhaps you should consider doing serious LoPresti Looks at Life and then funny LoPresti Looks at Life. So I read you loud and clear, Mr. Finley. Today we'll be talking about my time at Pizza Factory. So again, I don't have my whiteboard, so imagine the lessons here. So number one, lesson one, pizza's serious business. And lesson two, pizza's serious business. So before I went to college, before I went to San Marcos, I was working at Pizza Factory as a delivery driver, which means you do everything when you're not doing deliveries. So I did everything. I washed dishes, I did cash registers, I waited tables, I even made pizzas. Like, I know how to make Pizza Factory pizzas. And I even did like the tossing with a whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. But one time I tossed a pizza and it hit the ceiling, and then, because tall, and they're like, we can't let you do that anymore. But I did everything, and it was really cool. So the funny thing is about the story is both of these stories happened on the same day. It was a very interesting day for pizza delivery, Tyson. And so I started at like 11 o'clock because nobody wants deliveries for breakfast. And it was sort of like, I didn't know Ridgecrest that well despite growing up my whole life. So I was still in the process of learning all these streets and everything. And it was kind of like a game. You had to deliver the most amount of pizzas within the shortest amount of time, because if you didn't get the pizza delivered on time, they either got it free or you'd have to like go back and get a complimentary order of breadsticks or something to like make up for the fact that you were late, and you probably weren't getting tipped. And that's where the majority of my paycheck comes in, was from these tips. So it was in my greatest interest to get the pizzas there as quickly as you can. Now the cool thing was the managers at Pizza Factory, they were like, officially we can't say break civil law and speed, but unofficially you need to get your butt there as quickly as you can. So I was like, okay, check. And so I was delivering pizzas, right? So I was on a pretty sweet run, right? I always got a little nervous delivering pizzas, because it's like I didn't want to be late, and these people were counting on the pizza delivery guy to deliver the pizzas, right? So I'm on my run. I have like 2 more pizzas to do. I'm like almost there. I'm gonna return to Pizza Factory, reload, and then go back out and do it all over again. But in my rearview mirror, I see the familiar red and blue lights, and I hear the familiar woo 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 of a police car. So I'm like, I've never, ever in my life seen a pizza delivery boy get pulled over by a cop. Like, you're obstructing one of the fundamental laws that our society runs on, which is pizza delivery. So he comes up to the window, I roll down the window and everything, and I was like, good afternoon, officer. What can I do for you? Always be polite. Always be respectful. And of course, classic officer. He's like, do you know how fast you were going? And I was like, I'm not going to front. Like, I was probably going pretty fast. I was like, yes, officer, I was going fast. I have to deliver these pizzas back here. And he's like, really? And I was like, officer, have you ever had your pizza delivery be late? And he was like, yes. I said, isn't that annoying? And he's like, yes. I was like, think about what you're doing right now. You have become the very monster you swore that you would never ever become. You are that guy keeping pizza, delicious pizza, from customers. And he was like, my God, you're right. But don't speed when you're not delivering pizzas. And I was like, you got it, officer. So that was how I got out of a speedy ticket delivering pizzas. Don't speed. It's bad. So, also in that day, uh, I had this delivery, and sometimes like you would get these deliveries, and like pretty quickly we got these places established that were like it's not great neighborhoods to go to, and so we kind of would always do our best to get those deliveries like really 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 quick because you don't want to make those people mad. So I roll up. It's like, I don't know, 7:30, 8 o'clock. Come back, and the manager is like, "So I have a late delivery," and I was like, "Crap." Now, like, it sucks when you deliver the late deliveries because, like, even though it's not necessarily your fault, like sometimes it is, but sometimes it's not your fault. It was another delivery driver, and now you have to like add this one to your order, and they're pissed. They just called. They're furious. They got like the wrong pizza. The pizza was already kind of late. So I was like, "You're setting me up for failure, your managers. I'm gonna be yelled at, and I hate being yelled at because it's not my fault." So they asked me to do this delivery, and they're like, "You need to, like, this is priority number one. Get this pizza there ASAP." So I go there. I'm driving and everything. It's dark. Yeah, I'm like obviously decked out in my pizza uniform. Kitty wants to make an appearance. Fat cat. And so I'm all decked out in my pizza uniform and everything. It's a bad neighborhood. I get there, and like homeboy is already outside of his door, pissed. He's like he just has that like body language that's like, "I'm so mad." And I was like, "Dude, I feel you, because your pizza was late and it was the wrong pizza. Like, there's nothing worse than getting the wrong pizza, or like getting anchovies when you didn't ask for anchovies. Not that that's what happened, but anchovies are the worst." Anyway, so I get out of the car, right? I have the pizza. I'm like walking up to the door. I'm all ready. I got like the excuses ready. Like, "We're so sorry, sir. We brought this complimentary order of breadsticks, yada, yada, yada. Don't be mad at me. It's not my fault." Anyway, dude wasn't having any of it. He's all, "Do you know how late you were?" I was like, "Well, first of all, I wasn't the late. Do you know how late you were?" I was like, "Yes, sir. It is late. I apologize." And so at this point, he's talking to me, and he's saying things like, "I feel like we ought to get this pizza for free." And I was like, "Well, it wasn't that late. Like, we have like this like scale of late time limit. Your pizza wasn't that late. Here's an order of breadsticks. This I agree. Your pizza wasn't late enough for free pizza." And while we're negotiating, right, his homies roll up, and they box me in. So I'm like dude's in front of me. I got dude on my left. I got dude on my right. I got dude behind me, and they're all, doing the same thing. And I'm like, "Wait, hold on." And the pieces of the puzzle fit together. The cogs, click, and I realize, like, I'm about to get jumped for pizza. And like at first my initial thought was like, this is absolutely ridiculous. Like, really you're gonna jump the pizza delivery boy of all people that you want to jump. You want to jump the pizza delivery boy. Like, that's one way to really 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 never ever get your pizza again, is by jumping the delivery boy. And second, well, that was my initial thought. My second thought was like, "Oh crap, the pizza delivery boy is getting jumped. Like, I'm actually in trouble here." And so they start saying, "Me and my friends, we think you got other pizzas in the back of your car." And I was like, "Duh, I'm a pizza delivery driver. Like, of course I have pizzas in the back of my car." And I was like, "Wait, now you're jumping me for like multiple pizzas? Like, what am I supposed to tell the nice person that actually paid for their pizza? Like, I'm sorry, I got jumped in this sketchy neighborhood, Ridgecrest of all places, that I don't have your pizza. I got jumped." So while this is happening, I actually kind of start getting like a little spooked, because again, I'm like, people four sides. I was like, well, I guess this will be the story for the night, how I got jumped for pizza. And then all of a sudden, this dude, like in this house, like a little ways down, like the window like slides down, and this dude sticks his head out, and he's like, "Hey, hey, hey." So like, everybody turns and looks at him, and he's like, "You really trying to tell me, tough guy, you gonna jump the pizza delivery? Man, what? what is wrong with you? And the dude down here, he's all tough. He's like, well, bro, the pizza was late, man. And the dude's like, I don't care. You don't jump no pizza delivery boy. And I was like, you heard it right there, man. You don't jump no pizza delivery boy. And he's like, yeah, but I wanted some free pizza. And the dude's like, no, you gotta pay for your pizza. That's not how it works. Of all the people you don't jump the pizza delivery boy. And so I was like, you don't jump the pizza delivery boy. And then he's like, man, if I see you jump that pizza delivery boy, I'll jump you. And I was like, wow, now I got protection. I got the homie in the house. He's got my back. So you can pay for the pizza and get your free breadsticks, or we can have it out. And like, that dude's gonna jump out of the window and join the tussle. So they were like, well, we weren't trying to jump you. Right? Like, you're going to go back to Pizza Factory and you're not going to tell them that we're trying to jump you. And I was like, hey, should I tell them they tried to jump me? And he's like, I'll fix them for you. And so I was like, I don't know, man. Like, this was an awkward business transaction. I was thinking I might get jumped, but we'll see. So I went back there, and of course, like, I had to tell the managers that I almost got jumped at this neighborhood for pizza and everything. But it was really funny because, like, I knew that I knew that people took their pizza very seriously, but like, there's just this unspoken rule of society, like, don't mess with the pizza delivery boy. Always tip your boy well, because they're bringing you the good stuff, right? And so it was really funny to have this like random stranger that I didn't even know or anything like that. He just suddenly like had my back and was like, I can't believe my homies are about to jump the pizza delivery boys. If your homies are the type of homies to jump the delivery boy, they ain't your real homies. You don't want to hang out with them. And that's this episode of LoPresti Looks at Life. Stories from Pizza Factory. Nathan, if you're watching, I hope this one was funny. Have a wonderful day. If you guys are watching this on a weekend, have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe out there, guys. Miss you very much. Miss you very much.